Nothing to snore at.
Nothing to snore at.
Hello.
Oh, I just
You really thought.
I leaned in too. Did you see that?
I saw that. Whoa! Look at that. We are in a new place.
A whole new place.
And a new person.
I know.
Look at that.
I mean,
It's
he's
crazy.
like 16. He's not a
He's not a newborn.
In a month.
Like I just met like a week-old baby.
You can't forget the month.
Wait, that would just make them day old if they were a week-old baby.
I love how y'all said this was a new place when this is my first time ever.
I mean, it is a new.
here.
It's first time for us as well.
Yeah, in this studio.
In the
space.
studio space. I mean, we've
You
been on
almost
this
stuttered.
podcast.
I'm proud of you for not. You went studio space. You played it off,
Thanks.
but unfortunately,
as you can see, I mean, our names are right there.
that's mine.
No, you're wrong.
This is Abbie and I'm Zach. And
Incorrect.
This is Nothing to Snore At,
Yeah, a podcast.
in which
We create stories
serenaded
by
our father's,
snoring.
which he's just, back there
He's
behind that couch.
right behind here. He is snoring away.
Just away.
We have a good little guest here.
We do.
He's a good little guy.
Good little guest.
Good little guest.
One of my good friends, Ethan.
Right.
He's one of my sworn enemies.
Yes, we've
They'll make for a
established
very
this.
entertaining episode.
A very certain scenario that we don't talk about.
Makes it sound very, very mysterious.
Let's actually say what it is real quick.
Yeah,
just
okay,
for,
yeah. I felt that too. So
I was on my way to pick up our oldest brother, the
Abbie and
oldest
Zach's
the eldest of the Williams
Yes,
clan
yes,
on our
yes.
side in our generation, and
House of
because he lives in
Williams.
Los Angeles.
He does. He does. The House of Williams.
Yes.
So it's just adding another thing.
Oh, thank you. I just couldn't hear what it was.
Yeah.
And then suddenly my mom said, well, I will actually be driving and Zach and I will be coming with you because we will be going up to Dallas. I said, that's great. And then I got another call very shortly after that said, actually, you will not be going. And rather, Zach and his friend will be going to some silly little D&D thing.
Not really silly.
And you just don't
Very
get to see your
serious.
brother, who you were
Yes.
trying to be intentional about building a relationship
Correct,
with
correct,
because of a role-playing game
Yes.
convention.
Sure.
It was a live
It wasn't.
stream.
Yeah, it was a live.
It was a live stream.
It wasn't.
So Ethan and I
At a
are
Cinemark.
sworn enemies, but I've invited him here. What is that?
It wasn't
one
really invited. It was
Godfather
kind of just
quote?
like taken.
I've never seen the
It's
Godfather.
like, you come here on my daughter's
birthday.
wedding.
Wedding. Yeah. I always think it's birthday.
That's how I felt, but I was
I
like,
feel
you
like-
come here on my podcast.
Wasn't that how it wasn't like Zootopia or whatever?
Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
feel
seen The
like-
Godfather. I'm referencing the Zootopia scene that references The Godfather.
That's kind of funny.
I'm just not sure
100%.
if like the Zootopia scene says birthday instead of wedding, and that's what's confusing.
I think it may be.
They might.
So, do you remember what we're doing today?
Honestly,
I didn't
no.
think so. I was going to set up that question and make you answer it, but I realized you might simply just not
Yeah.
know. So I'm a fan,
You're a fan.
a follower, if you will,
Follower,
because
sure,
it is on the
sure.
Instagram,
course.
of this page called Depths of Wikipedia, in which
Whoa.
there are just tons and tons of weird little things on Wikipedia that you can just go on. I often write poetry inspired by them. But we are going to today write a movie inspired by them.
Or TV show.
Or TV show. Or talk show. Because
Yeah, we are in a
very
talk show.
inspired.
Apparently.
You know what? I've loaded quite a few. Ethan, since you're a guest, why don't you just
No
like
way.
Yes way.
I get the big. Okay.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
As in
The Lord.
the Lord.
Yeah, just click one of these random ones and then send it to me. I want to present it to the audience, but I'll let you pick.
At random.
I hate it. I'm just kidding. Okay. Patronage. Unmarried girls, apologists,
Can I pick a
craftsmen
different one? No, it's
who
good.
work with a wheel.
Work with a wheel.
Dying people,
Okay.
educators, girls. How are there so many
There's
people
so
in
many
this?
things. We might want to choose a new one.
You're right.
I don't know if this is the
Ethan,
best.
this is your second choice.
I have been
your second
messing
chance.
up a lot.
In this or in life?
Both.
Okay,
I know,
so
they're not talking about
parallel play.
Parallel play.
Parallel play is a form of play in which children play adjacent to each other. So that would be like you and I right here.
Sure.
But do not try and influence one another's behavior. Children usually play alone during parallel play, but are interested in what other children are doing.
Okay.
So they're painting side by side. That's the
Right,
picture
but it's
given.
like they're doing separate things and
Side by side.
they're not doing the
So
same.
that's all we have.
Interesting.
To muse us
interesting,
today.
Interesting.
I feel like we could go with just some deep social commentary.
I feel like we could, or we could go. We could just leave.
We could also just go. What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I'm trying to have a top of the noggin thought.
And there's nothing up there, is there? And let's
No,
climb up and see.
I had something, but like it doesn't make.
We are going to the top of Ethan's noggin.
Our guest's noggin, man.
Ethan,
that
we've got to climb up there real quick. Hold on.
My
Woo!
Sorry.
you're all good. You're all good.
And in
We are on top
landing off of that dying bird,
Yeah.
we are now on the top of your noggin.
Poor
Ethan's
bird.
noggin. Yeah.
Well,
Abby shut it down.
He probably doesn't have any attachment to money now that he's dead, wealthy or poor.
I got it.
Yeah,
I didn't get it.
do you get it now?
Poor bird. As in poor, as in
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Glad to have you here, Ethan.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
So,
What's
like,
up there?
My initial thought was initially influenced by the reason on how I showed up here to begin with.
Sure, kidnap.
Is that
We
something
didn't
we need to
kidnap
explain?
him.
Yeah.
Just so that's clear. As the only non-minor in the room, we did not kidnap him. Nobody.
We would never.
Never. We told him to say
Because before I showed up here, I was actually watching the Star Wars movies for the very first time.
Sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're
I really
welcome.
appreciate it. Thank you
Phantom
for clapping.
Menace. Yeah.
That was such a genuine thanks for something that I shouldn't have even
Holds
said
no
congrats
value
for.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
I agree. But yeah, so it got me thinking because in terms of like nerd stuff, there's
Nerd
a lot
stuff.
of different, very large. Like you have Lord of the Rings or the Star Wars or D&D or stuff like that.
Well, we could go into, are we talking like sci-fi nerds versus fantasy nerds if you want to really like
That's
expand that?
I was more thinking.
Or are you thinking just specific stories?
sort of specific story? Because the whole point of parallel play is the fact that okay, it's two people doing things right beside each other that aren't directly related to each other.
Sure,
But
sure,
not-
sure.
What if we have one person watching Star Wars and the other person watching Lord of the Rings? I know it was just an idea off the top of my
It
head.
is.
It's
It
the
is a
top of the
very top
noggin.
of the noggin idea. I don't think watching is the like verb we go with there,
That's
but
a
the
very
concept
true.
I do like. I feel like almost a Comic-Con.
We could do a.
I've never
Are we
been to
talking like maybe the episode of Phineas and Ferb where you have the fantasy nerds versus the sci-fi nerds?
I was thinking along those lines. Yes, I
That's
wasn't.
a great episode.
I wasn't originally thinking that, but now that you
It's
bring
honestly
it up,
one of my favorite animated episodes of all time.
yeah.
It's so good.
Isn't that the episode? What was that one duck's name?
Ducky Momo. Yes,
Oh.
that is the same
I
episode
remember
with
Ducky Momo.
Candace.
That's right. I remember Ducky
That's
Momo.
such a good episode. I really
That's
want to
the
go
only
home
thing
and
I
watch that.
remember.
You should go home and watch it after you
Probably
guys
will.
finish your little Star Wars marathon. Go watch Ducky Momo.
We might. No, not just Ducky Momo, but the
No,
whole
go just watch
Okay.
compilations on YouTube of Ducky Momo.
Momo.
How much screen time do you think Ducky Momo gets?
18 minutes
18 minutes.
from the whole series.
The whole series?
Yeah, that's probably fair.
I don't know. I'd say like 20. I feel like they at least
2 more
You seem,
minutes.
yeah, you
Two
seem
more
very appalled by my 18. I thought you were gonna go either like an hour or like
Hours
2
of-
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, you went 2 minutes extra.
You don't know the work that went into Ducky Momo.
I'm so sorry. You were a Ducky Momo fanatic. I
He
forgot.
is. He is.
Been one for 5 years.
Only 5?
Only 5.
That's
would've
such
thought more.
a short
Yeah,
amount of time
for
to
be a
become a
fanatic.
fanatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a very... I don't know.
He's
I
a
was
loose
going with-
fanatic.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
He's
Give me,
a
like,
Ducky
5
Momo
more
loose
years.
Loose
fanatic.
fanatic.
Yeah.
You're so right. You're so right.
Yeah. I could tell when you walked into this
Yeah.
room.
You look like,
You look like a loose fanatic of Ducky Momo.
What gave it away?
Just all your mannerisms.
Yes, every single one of them clearly
Loose-
inspired by
by
an
loose.
animated duck.
A loose.
Well, not just an animated duck.
No, it's not even an anime. It's the costume and just the enjoyment
costume
of someone
of
else
which
enjoying
somebody else
Ducky
goes
Momo. Because we see like maybe 2 seconds of an actual clip from Ducky
Right,
Momo,
right.
but the rest of it is just
Are you sure it's
Candace's.
2 seconds?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's probably 4.
Everyone saw that too.
Well, actually, it's a podcast also, so some people just
You
listen.
just listen, yeah, but some people watch.
Zachary just so cruelly did not reciprocate my high
Yeah,
five.
you're too far. You're over in that single seat where we're in this love seat.
Yeah, well, you know me and avoiding love. Anyway, it's a trauma thing. So what are we gonna do?
I like the Comic-Con idea.
Yeah, I just don't have it expanded all that much.
Because like
I'm
the
just-
whole point of parallel play is like they're next to each other doing it, but they're not
Yeah.
directly trying to influence the other.
Yeah. So are they? So
He's just repeating that dictionary
Right.
definition right back over to us.
It is running in my head and it is not coming out. I have an idea though.
Okay.
okay,
What if? And again, it's just the top of the head idea.
Right.
top of the noggin.
Just so
We
you know,
have-
that's only the first idea, so don't mislabel any other
Yeah.
idea,
I'm so
please.
sorry. That's
it's
my
fine.
mistake.
It's okay.
What if we
You're
have
learning.
like
It's a curve.
fantasy nerds trying to learn about sci-fi stuff, sci-fi trying to learn about
About
fantasy,
fantasy nerd.
but they can't interfere or like try and help the other with trying to learn about it.
Quite possibly.
What
I
is-
don't want to take exactly from the
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb episode. So
Is that actually what happens?
I mean,
I
it's
don't-
pretty
I
close.
don't
That's
remember
the
anything
resolution
about
of
that.
I
it.
don't remember.
That's the resolution of it.
I think we could do Star
I'm
Wars
so
and
sorry,
Lord of the
hardcore
Rings.
Phineas.
We could
Ferb
do that,
fans.
or I mean, another thought going like away from fantasy versus sci-fi is something such as like board games versus video games.
I do like that.
Because like I mean, I like
So let's.
good old Mr. Banana, friend of mine.
Richard.
Yes.
Richard.
He's a big fanatic.
Yeah.
Not just a loose,
Not even
but he's
loose.
like a strict.
He's a fanatic.
We're talking 5+
Yeah.
years.
Of board games and
Yep.
such, but he does not like video games at all.
I would call myself not. I might be a loose fanatic
Yeah,
of board
and then
games,
there's,
but
like,
I don't really vibe with video games.
Yeah, then there's like Mr. Parton,
Right.
who loves video games, but it's not a fan of board
Zach,
games.
we also represent this well because I think you and I maybe fall on.
I'm definitely I like both of
You
them.
like both.
So
Well,
okay,
D&D.
really?
Yeah,
that never
Zach
popped
cannot
up
say
on
the word
this?
both. It's really funny. Let's try. Let's all go around the room and say the word both.
I'll start. Both.
Both.
Both,
Both.
both,
Both.
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 So here's the thing that's fun. I used to also put an L in my both. See? It comes back if I need it to. I just learned. Bullying works, everyone. Okay. We're hoping to
Quote
get through to
that.
Zach.
My word,
Sad.
it's true.
It is true. See? Both.
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 He just went archery on us. Okay, so what if we do, instead of a Comic-Con, I think, so
Some sort of convention. I
high
think is really
school
good.
has
we could
the
do a
Strategic
strategic gaming club kind of.
I like that.
That's a good
I
idea.
think high school dramas do well. They tend to.
true,
Everyone
true.
has been there, or is there, or is going to be there at some point.
Like a scripted.
No,
That felt
We're
like a
very
phrase.
synced
That
on it.
we sync on a lot of things.
I disagree.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. That is true. We're just really good at doing comedy
Yeah.
together. So, see, watch this. We're gonna say the same word.
In 3, 2, 1.
I'm so happy to be here.
So I like a strategic gaming club. I like the
I
competition
think that's
between the
good.
board gamers and the video gamers.
Yeah, and we'll get into that
Yes.
after this small little break.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
So,
It
welcome
is
back.
good to be back.
Man, that was a
Oh
nice
my
commercial.
Gosh.
Did you hear that?
When you said take a break, I thought you
You-
meant a bone. I'm in so much excruciating
What?
pain. You said after this break, so then I went
So,
and broke
broke a
my
bone?
femur, but I'm doing better now.
Okay, glad. I was listening to those great commercials. I want whatever they are trying to sell me.
Or
Or
Convince
What
me to
convince
listen
me
to.
to
Abby
do.
was trying to say. I wasn't telling you anything.
No. I'm talking
why did
about
you assume that you were the they?
yeah.
Well, I'm my
The commercials that just happened
Right.
that we
so sorry.
all
I
heard.
thought you were talking about.
No. The commercials
That
that,
is
we
my bad. I apologize.
Ethan, I'm so lost.
I
Like,
understand.
consider me from Neverland because I'm one of the Lost Boys.
Good one. It's funny
Thank
because
you.
I just did a play about that.
I think that's why I was inspired.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Wow, you're a theater kid? It really shows.
That hurts. It
I
really
know.
hurts.
I know it does. It's okay. I'm the epitome, so I can say it. What were we doing?
I feel like anybody can say that. We were doing.
What?
I feel like anybody can say someone's a theater kid. You don't have to be a theater kid to.
Right. I was just saying that, like, I feel fine hurting you in that way because I've been hurt. Because
you
have
been.
Same thing as both.
I'm not
Both.
gonna do it this time. Yeah.
Ethan said that joke is simply done.
Yeah. I was
on my
about to,
command.
and
Done.
Okay, I'll never say that word ever again. I'll have
it's
to
you could have.
find another way to refer to two things together.
I'm not sure if even like saying the word itself is like a use of it. You could have vetoed her saying or her making the joke about both like that.
No, I feel like
No,
it would have come
what
back.
What did you just say?
I said both.
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 That's what I heard. Both.
Maybe we should start. This is a make fun of Ethan podcast now.
Wow.
One response.
So we're turning the tables.
The tables have turned.
It took everything in me not to just. Okay, so we've got Strategic Gaming Club.
We do. We have Robert and Patty.
Patty's got to be board games because I want to voice her, and I only know about board games.
Okay, and we'll have one of us be Robert.
Zach, you be Robert. Ethan is going to be
Every other
Mr.
kid.
Smith.
No, every other kid that is.
And every other kid.
Yeah.
He also has to be the teacher who.
And
sponsors
also
it.
all the sound effects.
Yeah.
Oh God.
As well as the atmosphere and the music.
You feel good?
Yeah,
Welcome to the
great.
podcast.
I feel
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got Robert and Patty. They are the president and vice president. No, they're co-presidents. That's the only way it's equitable. They're co-presidents of the gaming club.
One of them's a senior, one of them's a junior, I think, though.
I think that Patty is the senior, and it started as a board gaming club. I think this is early 2000s as video games became more and more prominent.
No, I think we could do it in this time period still because I feel like a lot of schools are just now getting into the video game industry.
Yeah, but video games themselves,
but then people would just go back to their homes. Because, I feel like early 2000s video games were getting increasingly popular, but it also wouldn't be in school sanctioned.
Yeah.
Unlike board games.
I can see that.
So I think we could do 2017, I feel like is the peak.
That works for me because I was in high school then.
Yeah.
So I feel very confident now. And you're in high school now, so this puts us on, again, equitable playing fields.
Yes.
Playing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it.
Thank you, Ethan.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I think this is just my so our story, they're doing separate things next to each other.
Right.
And not influencing the other.
I think I have a concept.
Okay.
So, Patty has always run the board game club since she started as a freshman. She took over from a friend of hers. The board game club has been at this high school
for a while.
As long as the high school has been around, pretty much. Right. And so she has the club sponsored by...
And it's just called the Gaming Club.
Yes, just the Gaming Club. By Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith.
And we're going to have Mrs. Johnson. Because I
knew you were going to do Johnson.
Because Smith, Johnson, Williams. And Williams sponsors the club at y'all's high school. So we're going to have this new guy, Robert. When he comes in, he really likes video games. So him and a few of his friends start a video game club that Mrs. Johnson sponsors. But Mrs. Johnson is old and decrepit.
Sure.
So end of his sophomore year, she retires. Now, without a sponsor, a club cannot continue.
Yes.
And so Mr. Smith is willing to sponsor both, but they have to come together.
The both of them.
And so that's where we come in with our parallel. The both of them?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's where we come in with our parallel play, is the idea that these two clubs are actually still separate. Mr. Smith is just sponsoring both of them, so they're both in his room.
Yes.
But then...
At the same time?
Things get tricky.
Ooh,
and
just like a circus.
You should have said Halloween or something.
Yeah, I was thinking magician.
Yeah, then you should have said a magic show.
Yeah,
that was a failed joke.
I'm aware.
I hope you know. Okay, good. You're aware? Yeah, that was the joke bombing, right?
Yeah.
Great.
I'd like everyone that's listening to this to know that they are doing hand signs with their sound effects as well.
Hand signs? Are you appropriating sign language right now? Because I'm a sign language interpreter.
Every single time.
Has this happened before?
Every single episode.
I talk about being an interpreter. Yeah, I think it's a fun thing to assert.
I thought it was the exact same scenario. Somebody.
I don't get to talk about it much, because
I understand because I get to
because you sign it
to talk.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey guys, sorry. I think a
turned into a
cartoon
gremlin.
possessed me.
She sounds like the Clash of Clans.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I've just been compared to the Clash of Clans anything.
Like the wizard.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
I can't believe somebody who just laughed like that is going to make fun of my laugh. Okay.
We are all insane.
Just a little.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with the diagnosis. So you guys, good luck.
Thanks. Appreciate it. So essentially, you have Robert, right? Walking in to the club.
Ethan, walking in.
Yeah, can you do some sound effects? Walking in.
Your sound effects
you're
is-
everything
Right,
else.
My bad.
We're literally just Robert and
And Patty.
Patty.
Okay. So I'm making.
Yes.
So Robert's
Yep.
walking in.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Just brutally punching himself at this point.
Not brutally.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was mistaken.
So he actually he brings his own computer and he accidentally drops it.
What a weirdly
I don't know.
heavy
Oh
computer.
crap! My computer broke. Hey, y'all, bring the 23 extra ones. As they all walk in, each one of them drops the computer.
Are you counting?
Yeah.
How many is that?
4.
Okay. 5, 6, 7. Do I have to do all 3?
23.
9, 10, 11, 12.
So happy I did this
14,
bit.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Good job, Ethan.
And so when the last one breaks,
Aren't you glad you chose such a physically exerting way to make that noise?
Yeah.
so Robert's like,
what else was I gonna do?
Robert goes, crap. We broke the 23rd computer. You know what that means? Everyone pull out your rubber chickens and make the sound.
So you get. I don't know what noise it is.
22 more times.
No. Vetoed. All right.
Thank you so much.
That was a good bit, Zach. So after walking into her gaming club with their 23 shattered computers and
24.
weirdly loud chickens, you're right, 24. I'm sorry, Ethan. I'm not very good at math.
Yeah.
Patty turns and she says,
Oh, wait, I'm not doing the sound effects.
My bad.
I'm sorry. What are you and your 24 shattered computers and 23 loud chickens doing in my room?
Oh my gosh, did you say that? Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? This is gonna be like a.
Robert puts down his chicken, squeezing it one last time against the table. We're part of this club now.
Are you?
Yeah. We're part of the video game club.
Oh my gosh,
Really?
video game. What are we gonna do?
Because I'm not entertained, board games, That's what we do here.
Yeah. Board games. Robert snaps, making everyone else, all the 22 other students, part of his posse, yawn as well with him. They go into a entire barbershop quartet.
But there's 23 of them. Those are innately 4 people large.
Or no, it's like
5 quartets and then like one. I don't.
I was
it's like
gonna
West
say
Side.
3 people
It's
weren't
like
good
West Side
enough.
Yeah,
Story
the
kind
guys
of.
I haven't seen it. You're just
Well,
saying
just
that 'cause
a
you
West
just watched
Side.
it.
No, I didn't. I watched it so long ago.
I didn't watch it in like theater.
No, but like the West Side's, just in general.
I don't know in general.
Okay, I guess you're
actually.
not a theater kid.
Wow, what an insult.
Awkward. But yeah, they do the cool guy snap. You
Yeah,
know
the
what I
cool
was
guy.
talking
Yeah.
about.
I do know what you're talking about. I was just being ornery.
And so they start walking up, and then Robert goes, Patty,
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
you used to run this club,
I still do.
but now we gamed this club.
Ooh, oh my gosh. You just
That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Maybe if you didn't waste your mind away playing video games and actually played something that required a little real strategy, you wouldn't have such stupid insults.
Robert pulls out a pen and a touchpad and starts playing Osa.
Oh no. Okay. How do I make like a fine like tapping noise?
Here, do you need some rings together?
I should be fine.
See how fast my reflexes are?
I can see them, so they're not that fast.
I don't know. They seem pretty quick to me.
Why is
Thanks, Robbie.
Wait, why does he sound like that one voice actor who's in every Pixar movie?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Do you? Because you don't.
I don't know his name. He plays Sully is his biggest one.
Yeah, and then he plays that one truck in Cars.
Yes, he plays.
Wait,
one
do
character.
that voice again. Do it. Just say what you just said again.
Wow, that was pretty cool.
No,
It's Seuss. Does it sound like Seuss from Gravity Falls? I have no clue.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But I hate that we do good impressions once and then I can never do them again.
Okay,
Anyway.
my
I apologize
Fozzie was
for all
so good.
Gravity Falls.
I got
fans
you
for
some
messing
Fozzie
up.
socks.
Cat, I don't believe you.
Really?
Yeah,
They're not in my car anymore, but
what I
they
thought.
are at my house, so I'll give them to you.
sure.
Just a memorial for a memorial.
Interesting.
What are those called? A memorial is when something dies. Like memorabilia?
Yeah.
That's still when it's gone. Anyway, just something to remember the podcast by. You know, on your feet.
Yeah.
Um,
Keep them on them toes.
you know,
Yeah.
on your feet. So, yeah.
So they essentially basically the classroom is split into two.
Right.
At this point, one side is
They don't really have to interact. It's parallel play.
Yeah.
At first, of
but I
course.
feel like they need to for the story.
Yeah, well, they have that interaction.
Yeah,
I
and
think they
then-
try to have their clubs separate.
Yeah, and so they literally like draw like a line,
Mhm,
right?
of course, yeah. And it's like, actually, it's not drawn. It's like a bunch of like video game things interspersed with
just
like
like-
video
like-
or with
it's just
board
like-
game boards and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
How does Mr. Smith feel about all that?
Mr.
I don't
Smith
know,
wants
you're
them
Mr.
to be
Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I gotta?
Yeah. So in the middle of Patty and Robert's argument,
Yeah,
Mr. Smith
they're-
approaches.
Okay. Whoa. Hey guys. So I know this is like a pretty big change for the club, but
A big change, Mr. Smith. This uproots the entirety of the foundation of what the gaming club was founded on back in... I'm sorry, when did the school begin?
18.
After the gaming club did. 1942. You'd remember, you old man. But
See-
clearly not enough.
Patty, it might have started there, but guess what? Gaming, in general, has been evolutionized and
Did you
gone
learn
up
that word today?
oh my god.
to a point where video games are the new thing. You and this old guy, Mr. Smith, what an old sack of crap, am I right?
What a weird insult.
You guys, too old for this school. We're bringing it to a new generation.
Well, I mean, we are sponsoring.
I don't want to hear it, Mr. Smith.
Okay.
Mr. Smith, do you see what you've brought into
Mr.
your
Smith,
room?
you're a horrible teacher.
Do you see what you've brought into
Man, I'm really trying.
You've brought in these boys who are incredibly
Mr. Smith, I didn't know you,
unrespectful. You didn't let me finish my word, Robert. As I was saying,
I don't wanna
he
hear it,
proved
Patty.
my point. Then
Mr.
use
Smith,
earplugs,
when
Robert.
did you dig up the grave and bring out these skeletons, these elderly people into this new generation
There is
school?
nothing old school about Monopoly. That was Patty's favorite game.
And everyone knew it.
Wait, do a Monopoly insult and then see all the kids when they do.
Wow, Robert said, making a pun of his own
is this a
game,
book
his
now?
favorite game, World of Warcraft, or the acronym known as WoW.
And everyone knew that too.
No, make a dig at Monopoly. I want the kids to all respond.
So you want all 23 kids to be upset about you liking Monopoly?
No. I want Robert to insult Monopoly, and all the kids know it's Patty's favorite game and respond to that insult. That's what I need from
Patty,
you, Ethan.
You're so mainstream. You pick the one game that has a monopoly over the board game industry. Monopoly. How mainstream do you have to be to do that?
That's so mainstream. Oh my gosh! How did she do that?
That sounded like one person. Can you try again?
Okay, my bad.
Can there be a Scottish person actually in the school?
I don't even know how she does that. That's so mainstream. I don't.
Did you start speaking another language?
I don't
I think
know.
he started speaking Klingon.
I think he started speaking in tongues. Yeah, so clearly a clash, not of clans, begins to happen.
Good one.
And
Are they just mobile gamers?
That's what they all just have their phones. There's just like a collective like startup of like the Clash Royale.
Flappy Bird and Candy Crush and like the most
Wait, that's actually so. What if it's just the most basic of both? Like it's like
Angry Bird.
It's like
Monopoly,
Noodle Jump and
Jenga, like
That's not even a board game.
Clue, Jenga. Yeah.
It's not even a.
Well, you know, it's the vibes, not necessarily the.
And then
definition.
at the very end they come together, and I know this is moving forward, but I think this is funny. You have Patty and Robert as they play Tetra Jenga. Tetris Jenga. I was trying to. It's no, because I have Tetris Jenga, but it's like combining the two names.
I wasn't gonna break. I was just gonna let you because I stutter all the time. Ethan's face behind you. You should have seen him. He said, "Oh my goodness."
But yeah, they just play
Tetris together.
Jenga Tetris.
That's like, is that like, it's like a happy little ending?
Yeah,
or that's like
I was
a turning
thinking,
point.
I think it's a happy little ending, or it's like the like jocks come in or something, and they have to
there's like a third
bind together.
Oh, so the enemy of
my enemy is my friend. Yeah, something. One of those two.
Right.
I was thinking for the ending. But yeah, so we have them split up, right, and then we have like a Romeo and Juliet.
I was literally just about to say that
kind of situation.
But I don't think it's Patty and Robert.
No. I think there's like right hand man and so that's both of you.
Sorry. No, imagine like instead of like Patty and Robert, it's just two people named like Ratty and Popper or something like that.
No, I love it absolutely. So Ratty is the video gamer girl, and Povert is
Povert is
the
this like super
British exchange student who is very into board games.
Remember, one of them's British, the other's like super redneck. Who's into video games.
And the girl is a very redneck girl.
Yes.
Povert is a British.
Yeah, the redneck's the video game player, and then
be careful how much you're making me do. I will veto.
You don't have a veto, bud.
What?
Nah.
You have to ask for it.
I have my veto. You don't have a veto.
So the way this works is I have unlimited vetoes. Zach has one. Guests have none. Oh, we said that one time a guest had it because Solomon asked if he could have a veto.
And he just stole it.
And he did. Because he asked me.
Yeah.
I gave it to him. And I have dictatorship, as we all know.
Yep. That was the episode I watched. I just assumed.
Listen to, but I did it this time.
Good job. Good job. The student becomes the master. That's the phrase.
So, all right, I'm going to need you to play out the sound effects, the atmosphere, both of
Ratty and Povert.
Yes, as well as the music and every other student in there.
I can't do a British
all right, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. All right, guys. So just everybody do your separate things. My classroom is kind of in disarray now, and that's going to be a really big issue for the upcoming semester. But it's all good. Just try and just sort of enjoy your own certain little topics, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. It'll be good.
I can't believe my board games are now a certain little topic.
My video games are more than that. I hate you, Patty. Mr. Smith, I appreciate you.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I don't get
but
that.
To a certain extent where I'm not going to show it on my outer shell.
Let me see your nose, Robert. It looks a little brown. You're brown-nosing our teacher. This isn't authentic emotion towards him.
Why are we just, like, not even like in a monotone voice explaining.
Ethan, your voice just changed at least 15 octaves between the beginning and the end of that sentence. You don't have to apologize. It was just an observation.
I understand.
I don't think he does.
Let me explain again. I wasn't insulting you. I was just observing the difference in decibels.
Right.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Do you believe him?
We'll let it slide.
Okay, so Ratty is the video game girl. And
Yes.
And Povert is the British boy.
Yeah. British
plays
boy,
board games.
I don't.
Because
he's
Bubba
beat British.
Anyway,
Continue on, Ethan.
we are slaves to alliteration.
We'll say that like. Are we having like? I'm not even gonna ask that because that's gonna go so wrong if I do. So can I say something that I was going to say, but y'all have to promise y'all won't make it a part of this?
I can't make that promise.
Okay,
we still have to share.
Yeah.
No.
I'm vetoing you're not sharing.
You know the rule.
That rule does not extend.
Yes, it extends to this podcast.
No,
yes, it does. It extends to every single part of our lives.
I don't know what the rule is, but this rule is very much to here. I'm vetoing you're not sharing what you were about to not share.
She's using one of her vetoes.
She hasn't. Okay, whatever.
It doesn't matter. It's a big moment. Share what you were going to say.
I understand. So
I don't think he does.
I'm starting to believe you less and less every time you say that phrase.
So, but after Mr. Smith's like, okay, both of y'all just do y'all things, and then Robert and Patty have like their own little interaction, and like both sides get their own. I was gonna be like, oh, and stupid idea, but now I have to say it because of you,
Yes,
Zach.
the rule.
okay,
It's the
share.
rule, not my.
I was gonna be like, oh, is it gonna be like those movies where there's a musical number? And then now I'm really upset.
That's
now
not
I am
a stupid
upset.
idea.
Now
We love
I
a
am
good musical
upset.
number. Ethan, I'm freeing you from your entrapment of all the characters.
No,
and
no,
now
no,
Zach
no.
and I
My
will
veto.
briefly...
I veto.
And all of it?
Yep. Ethan has to be every other character if he wants to make this a song.
Okay, Ethan.
I never wanted
Take it
to
away.
make this a song.
Take it away.
Oh, okay, we can be the music.
Look, my side over here, we like board games. And you, we like video games. I'm bad at this. I got this.
Okay.
Actually, I don't got this. Why did I? I'm very bad at to get this on the pod. Can we please? We were as long as you want. I literally can't think of anything. I'm on spot right now. I'm nervous because I don't want to mess it up.
Well, you have now.
I did mess it up now because I was.
Because you didn't do it.
Patty, playing those board games.
Are you going to now? So now you want to do it? Okay, go ahead.
Patty, playing those board games.
You have to be British, remember, even in this song.
No, I'm being Robert right now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'll be the student snapping.
Okay, thank you. Okay, go for it, Robert.
Patty, playing those board games.
Board games.
Patty,
Actually, it's...
she is really lame.
She's lame.
And Robert, he's got the video games on the computer. And Robert, I heard he's quite the stinky tutor. Hey, you!
That hardly rhymes. But it's fine.
There you go. And then, but then it transitions. So it's a shot where they're like going to start. And you think it's going to be between Robert and Patty, but it
And then
actually
zooms in.
Zooms
zooms
out.
out.
into, and you
To
see
Ratty and Povert.
Povert. And then you have this moment, a heart comes.
Mm-hmm. And you see it form.
And one
I
of them...
never thought I'd like a board game.
Yeah,
boy.
whoa.
So you can be Robert, but I can't be...
You're not being...
Why?
You can be Patty, you can't be
Oh,
Ratty.
right, you're Robert and Patty. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, my word.
Sorry, it's very confusing.
I mean, if I ever all want to be
Nope,
Ratty, and
you are
Povert,
Ratty.
No, you're Ratty and you're also Ravioli.
Yeah. Their kid in the far future who comes back
Sequel.
in time.
This is like a flashback movie where it's like.
But it's not a flashback. It's very future.
Anyway, for now, you're
Why are you
Patty
doing
and...
this to me?
Wait.
Okay.
You're the guest. We have
Ratty and Povert.
Okay.
Okay. So it's zoomed out now. So Robert and Patty are having their moment.
Right.
And that's where we get in the ooh.
Ba-da-ba-dum.
Ooh.
Ba-da-ba-dum.
I don't know what to do.
Ooh.
Ba-da-ba-dum.
You are Patty and wait, no, you are Ratty
Patty
and Povert.
Yeah.
Okay, but are they singing here or are they just talking?
It's their
whatever
love
you
story
think.
song, dude.
You're both of them.
I don't
So
know
whatever
how
you
to do
think, however you would love yourself.
Do we need to work on that first, Ethan?
I don't think we need to.
Well, I mean,
I've done so much therapy. I can help you.
I'm fine.
We seem very much in like a talk show or therapy kind of.
Yeah, I definitely look like I'm giving you couples counseling right now. For sure.
Well, I mean, we're in a love seat.
It's probably metaphorical.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So Ratty and
Ratty
and
Povert, get it
Povert.
right.
You get it right.
Yeah,
Ethan.
you weren't even
that is
singing.
such a-
You weren't even
We've
singing.
set the scene
or
up for you
so
at
many
least
times.
5
You are
times.
right.
So
I'm
if
so
you want
sorry.
us to stop saying their names incorrectly, simply do it.
Do it, yeah. I would say if
Say
there
their
was
names as incorrectly as you want.
see if you did it correctly, I would actually have a feeling with those characters, and they would be
I'm so
very
detached
memorable.
from
Well,
them right now.
I am sorry for messing it up so much that you have no connection to
Yeah,
any
none of
these
them.
characters.
Well, that's not true. Robert and Patty have
Robert and
pretty
Patty,
good-
yeah. Robert and Patty are great.
Yeah,
that
'cause
one
they had a
dude
whole
in the back to go, you tell him, Robert. Yeah, that guy was great. But
Yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately, I think Ethan might fail us in this.
Yeah.
But we do need to get the show on the road, just like a circus.
carnival.
I wish you hadn't used that word, or
I
I
already
had
used
used
circus
yours.
today, so I wasn't going to use it again.
You can only use the word circus once a day.
Every day. Yeah.
Who established that
I
rule in your
did.
life?
Me.
Why is your psyche so weird?
It's like super powerful spells in Dungeons and Dragons where you can only use it once at dawn.
I forgot that you play D&D. I should have answered my own question. That's why
Yeah.
your psyche's so weird.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And so
Or is it the third Thursday in November? Why are you being so thankful right now?
speaking of Thursday,
Yeah, let's. Thank you, Zach.
I'm proud.
You should be.
That's a good one. That was a good one.
Thank you. Are you going to use it and not give me credit?
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. What were you going to say about Thursdays, Ethan?
well,
Critical Role,
Critical Role
has their
is-
live stream
every
every
Why are
Thursday.
you giving
Thursday
them
except
promotion
for the
right
first
now?
Thursday.
Because they're
every-
D&D.
Okay,
D&D.
guys. It is just so time for us to know what's going on.
So, I'm
Ratty and
saying-
Povert's story. We need
Yeah.
to just kind of tie up those ends.
and they flip, right? So like they teach each other the other person's
in
game.
secret, of course. There's
Yeah.
a montage
And
of
they
after school
both
segments.
really like it.
Yeah,
And like we
they
get
do.
something like Magic the Gathering, which so you have like MTG Arena, which is on the computer, but it is
Okay.
Magic the Gathering, but just on the computer. And so like it's a combination.
So here's what I think happens. I don't know much about that, but I think I have enough to go off. I think that Patty and Povert, right?
Mhm.
Patty and Povert are actually like really good friends. I'm thinking almost we could even do a siblings thing. So Povert's like a sophomore brother of Patty. So he's kind of likes video games even more, but he's like, I have to do what my sister's doing. But she, because they live together, is able to walk in one day
Yeah,
Think-
we can do that.
or finds magic cards or something in his room. And so then because to me, of course, Patty and Robert have it. To me, Patty does seem like the one that's a little less willing to compromise. I think
Yeah.
Robert went in excited to join. He did get hostile because she was. I think if we can win her over to video games, we can easily, Robert.
Yeah, I think he was also a little upset after all 23
computers smashed, but that wasn't her fault at all.
Yeah, well, I know, but he was just a little upset about that.
Yeah.
As at this moment, a flashback happens
Oh.
to that one moment
No.
where 23 computers.
Vetoed. I do not want to hear them again.
Oh, so great. It wasn't because of. It
That was
wasn't
the
because.
loudest O in the world.
Oh!
I thought our dad woke up for a moment.
No, he's still
He's good. He's good. Great. Yeah, he's
Why
fine.
did you have to make that sound?
Oh, that was him. So I think Patty gets won over by magic, whatever that game is. And then we have a musical number to end in which it's like we're all in this together. Think we're all in this together from High School Musical, but gaming club. And we remember our only Robert and Patty, Ethan, and this is the entirety of the gaming club. So take it away.
Boop, boop.
Actually, I think that's how it starts. Beep, beep. Like, yeah. Beep, beep. Beep. Beep, beep.
Okay. I get it.
Beep,
We weren't friends at first. In fact, we had a lot of differences.
beep.
But you know what? Now,
Beep.
I'm starting to think maybe this could work. Look, you like video games. I like board games. I used to think that was kind of lame. Oh no.
Beep.
That was all I had going.
Okay, we'll be the next part.
Right.
So you're gonna have to do the and the beeps.
Okay.
Beep beep. Okay, I feel confident. Beep beep. Do you want me to start or you want
Yeah,
to?
you can start.
Robert, I apologize. But in my defense, I'd been told lies about video games and the harm they caused. But now I see that my ideas were flawed. I recognize your games are cool too, and I've even found one that
Tastes just like
that's
Uno.
new. That's new is when I was. You should have given me some creative time.
I'm sorry.
I found one that I like brand new. So I'd like to share this club with you if that's something you still want to do.
Patty. When I first met you, you made me feel blue. But then you showed me how to play Uno.
Just like a separate plot point that we missed. All right, keep going.
So, I regret to inform you
There you go.
that you're pretty cool. I don't know.
Okay, anyway, so
I'm not in it today.
It is in process
Yeah.
of working. We'll get somebody who's a little better at music. I am impressed by your ability to keep up, Ethan. That was
you
so
so
many
much.
boops. So speaking of being impressed by you, Ethan, I'm going to need to be stunned
Yes.
by a synopsis of the story we just created.
Every guest
Please.
comes onto the show. We make a story, and then they have to summarize it.
Yeah.
So we'll need a little summary with the major plot points and some sound effects.
Thank you, and take it away.
The
Yes.
sound effects? Okay, I can try. In a world, and probably somewhere in Central America, Central U.S. It's weird. Here we go. So, there was a school. This school was made a very long time ago. This school,
1947.
1942.
1942. From the very start, this school was practically run by the idea of board games, or at least a board game club, which was settled happily in Mr. Smith's classroom. However, as time went on, and the board game, I cannot talk, and the board game committee grew, one student stuck out among the rest. Enter
There you go.
Patty. We never got a last name for her.
Weasel.
Bro, absolutely not.
Patty Weasel.
Vetoed.
Go
Vetoed.
for it. Go for
Vetoed.
it. Just doesn't matter.
Whistler.
Just
Whistler.
run
Patty
through,
Whistler.
Ethan. Go. Run, Ethan. Take you as far as your legs will take you.
Dude, it's Patty Whistler. Keep going.
Got it. Patty Whistler. Patty
Taking you home.
Yeah, you are. Patty Whistler, after taking over the club from her friend, because Patty is
It's okay.
Right.
Creative liberties, Ethan.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay if the details aren't
Yeah.
right.
Patty, after taking over the club from her friend when she left high school, I'm pretty sure,
Died.
died. Her friend died, and Patty had to take over the board
My
game club.
gosh. No wonder she's so sad.
And things were happy for a very long time until Robert came along. Now, Robert never wanted to intrude on Mr. Smith's classroom space in the board game committee. However, he was, quote unquote, forced to when Mr. Smith decided to sponsor the video game club. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Okay. One day, on a normal Tuesday afternoon after school, not Wednesday,
Not Wednesday.
Not Wednesday.
That's what our strategic gaming club is.
So, Robert walks into Mr. Smith's room expecting to have his wonderful gaming community set up when suddenly he drops his computer keyboard. All 23. And suddenly he orders all 23 other students in there to bring out their gaming keyboards. But the issue with that is that they all drop their keyboards as well, which leads him to bring out all 23 of their very loud rubber chickens.
I'm so happy with that.
I'm glad you are.
But as they scream out in agony as they're stepped on, Patty walks in. Da da da. Patty.
Okay, is Ethan doing the sound effects or are you?
This one is for the champion.
Okay.
Okay, Patty walks in to see Robert intruding her space in Mr. Smith's classroom as the video game club sets up. She realizes, oh no, things are about to go down. She turns towards Robert and suddenly they have a verbal competition, yelling insults at each other.
Competition. I'm calling any argument that I ever experience from now on that.
Verbal competition.
Throwing comments back and forth at each other, trying to one-up each other, when suddenly Mr. Smith bursts through the room and shuts down all chaos to cause order to occur. Things seem okay. A musical number happens that I struggled with for quite a long time. It's really embarrassing. But in the midst of all this, with Robert and Patty yelling at each other and throwing around very mean insults that were really well thunk of, and I'm...
Thunk of.
That's what I'm going to say. The camera pans to see Ratty and Pobbert. Pobbert, a British exchange student who's in love with board games. And Ratty.
In love with
board games. And Ratty, who is a video game fanatic.
Not loose.
I just realized that I made Pobbert and Patty siblings. But
Their love, yeah.
no, but Pobbert is a British
exchange student. You're right.
Anyway, we'll work out the kinks later. Keep going, Ethan.
So is that explaining the entire thing, or can I leave it off in a cliffhanger?
I guess you have creative liberties as a...
I'm so sorry. Okay. If I'm going to leave it off cliffhanger because this is getting really long, will they be able to experience true love, or will they be shut down before they can even... I don't know. I'm bad at shit. Before they can even love. Find out March 15, 2022 at your local Cinemark.
March 15th?
That is...
We have,
pretty soon.
less than 10 days to create this movie.
Don't worry. Well,
it'll be there at your local Cinemark.
Probably.
Well...
Don't count on it.
Just be there. Might be there.
Watch the Batman or something. Whatever you want to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Or just
That's cool. We should start doing it actually as a trailer instead of actually summarizing what we just created, because they just all listen to it. I actually love that idea, Ethan. Good job.
Thanks.
Good job.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you for watching and listening this episode. I've been Zach.
Oh, yeah. I always forget.
Yeah, I've been Zach.
I've been Abbie.
I've been Ethan.
And this has been
Nothing to snore at. Boop, boop. Just beep. Follow us on Instagram at nothing.to.snore.at.
or just nothing to snore at with dots in between it.
And name it?
Okay, well, it's already
Because it's
named.
going to
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.